got too many people out here for me to not hear more energy than that. How are we doing? All right, that's more like it. So again, my name is Kaylin. I'm your host of the evening afternoon. So next up, we have another panel that I know that y'all are excited for, right? This is Beauty Uninterrupted, right? And in this segment, you're gonna love this segment. We're connecting with some of the fearless beauty influencers on this panel. Beauty and style go hand in hand of some of today's top influencers and entertainers will be joining us. Do y'all know who's joining us today? I want to hear a little more something than that, right? So they will be discussing why personal style is so important and how style influences beauty. But first up, I must introduce our moderator, which is Nandi Howard, VP, Content of Essence and Ventures. Let's go.
Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday. Are y'all enjoying yourselves? Are y'all enjoying yourselves? Well, I am super, super excited to announce my next two guests. So first we have Simi Moonlight, an influencer, content creator, activist, and she is great, amazing. Can you guys give it up for Simi? Come on, Simi. Yes. All right, and next panelist, we have a music star, entrepreneur, beauty and fashion maven, JT. Let's see, she coming out. There she goes. Here you go, girl. All righty, let's get started. All right, ladies, thank you so much for talking with me today. So today we're just talking about style, beauty, evolution, and I'm gonna start off with JT. We love your style. Essence is such a big fan of everything that you're doing right now. We just wanted you to say, can you talk us through your style evolution?
Which part?
Right now, being the fashion girl that you are.
Right now, okay, so I went to school for fashion and merchandising. I always liked fashion, but I'm from the South, so in the South, our fashion is pretty like bold and like if you wear designer, you're gonna wear like heavy printed designer.
Yep.
So then I moved up north and then I started toning it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Especially when I started dating my boyfriend because he was like, you know. But yeah. And I feel like more money.
Yeah, definitely.
Seeing more things.
Exactly. So, you know, you really like doubled down on your experimentation. We love all of the outfits that you do. So what's your advice to those who may want to like experience it but are afraid to sort of step out the box?
I say do whatever you want to do or do whatever you feel. Being like everyone else would not get you. You'll just go where everybody else is going. So just stand out. Don't be afraid.
Yeah.
And just do you.
Do you, be authentic. Simi, so from hair to makeup to fashion, how would you describe your personal style?
I feel like JT really described it. Like, I just do me. Like, I feel like I just do what I want to do. I don't care if it looks perfect. I don't care if anyone else thinks it's pretty or presentable. I really just choose what I'm drawn to. And I think I have different phases, just like JT. I have different phases where sometimes I want to be super proper and like look like a princess. Sometimes I want to do street style. Like it really just depends on how I feel during the day, and that's really what I would recommend for everybody.
Yeah, I like that.
You look beautiful.
Thank you, so do you, girl. As a digital creator, Simi, what's the secret of capturing the beauty, like your day-to-day life, and creating a story around it? How do you think you do that best?
Honestly, I sometimes feel like I'm not the best at it because I be forgetting my phone at home, y'all. But no, I think for me, I try to focus on being as organic as possible. I don't ever want to be in a position where I'm trying to create a moment. I actually just try to capture the moments that I feel like represent where I am in life naturally. So I think for anybody who's trying to be a creator, don't force it, you know? Just like choose what moments make sense to share, choose what feels right to share, and allow that to be what makes people be drawn to you.
Definitely, I like that. So JT, what are some of your thoughts about fashion and beauty trends? Do you like to follow them? Do you like to make your own rules, or a bit of both?
I probably should spit this gum out, but it helped me.
You're doing great.
Beauty and fashion trends. Sometime I've already done it already or something when it become a trend. And I like what I see the girls do. I always love it. And if it's cute, I'll do it. If it's not, I won't. But whatever.
Yeah. So, have you ever felt like you had pressure to conform to certain beauty or style moments, or for you that doesn't really affect you?
No, it doesn't affect me at all.
Yeah. I feel like you're very like, I'm gonna do what I want and
Yeah.
wear what I want.
Yeah, I'm blessed and lucky to be able to do what I want.
Yeah, I like that. So, Simi, what role do you think diversity and inclusivity play in defining beauty standards within the fashion and entertainment space?
Ooh. Well, first I want to say I feel like JT is a really great example of what it means to
I agree.
push for uniqueness, especially in the beauty space. Like, I know sometimes people be trying to like come for the looks that you got, and I'm like, no, like it makes sense for JT, which means it makes sense, period, you know?
Right.
And I think we need more people that are willing to kind of go outside the box and do what they want to do despite what everyone expects them to do. I think also, especially for me being plus size, like I think a lot of times people think that your quote unquote ailments make you limited. And I think for me, like I have actually made it so that I am unlimited despite what the world tries to tell me. And I think that that's what I really want to encourage everyone to do. Like be unlimited despite the world trying to limit you.
I love that, Simi. And JT, just to follow up on that, when you are performing and you have all of the things that you do you pick an outfit based on that, or you kind of just wake up and say, this is how I feel today?
Well, as a performer, I'm shy right now.
You're doing great.
As a performer, I'm self-conscious. Like I always think like I look heavy or like somebody's gonna catch a bad angle of me taking pictures. So it's like a weird feeling that only I could describe.
Right.
But I'm just like in awe of your beauty and like how you just look right now and how confident you is. And it's just like, I'm like, I need to be more confident like her because she's killing it. So you look good and I'm happy
Well,
to
JT, you
share
just got to
space.
do more panels with Essence then. Like,
And I get to meet more like, confident girls and get
Well, I mean, I feel
inspired.
like I'm
you
going
is
off
inspiring me right now. Like, I'm like, girl, I need to stop being all like shy because you shine.
You killing it.
Well,
you
like,
killing
I'm
it.
going off script, but that's why we wanted you here. Because it was like, we really support JT. We really want her here. We want her to, like, do things that we don't see her doing. So, so we know it was a lot to get you here, but we love it. We love it. Simi, I wanted to just kind of follow up on what JT was saying just about confidence and things like that. When do you feel your best? And how do you feel your best?
I think I feel my best. I mean, I don't know. Like I think I feel my best when I feel like I'm being true to myself.
Right.
You know? I think I feel my best when I can see other black women like JT, like you, just like being true to themselves, like choosing what it is they want to do in life and going after it. To me, that inspires me to do the same. And I feel my best when I'm going after something, even when it might not be working out exactly the way I want it to, you know? Like, I still feel really good because I'm still choosing it, so yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And JT, what about you? You mentioned you were shy. So what do you do to kind of like build that confidence? Because the music is not shy.
My girl, shy.
I just go out there and I just do my thing. And I be motivated by the crowd, the people that support me.
Right.
I be like, okay, if they feeling it, I'm feeling it, we feeling it, we gonna feel it together. But yeah, I do get shy.
Okay.
Like I was shy to walk out here, but it's like,
The love is here, y'all, isn't it? Woo! For both of you. So I wanted to kind of get into when you start planning your look. What goes first? Do you plan the hair, the makeup, the jewelry? Like, what are your sort of favorite things to plan with your outfit?
For me, it's the clothes. Like, the clothes are first. And then I'll see, because I'm like, I can change the hair. Like, this is a wig, y'all. I can change the hair, you know what I'm saying? I can change it anytime. I can also change the makeup anytime, but, like, the clothing would be harder to change, so I start with the clothes first.
Yeah. What about you, JT? Kind of where do you start with your outfit?
where do I start with my outfit? I want to say the hair.
Yeah, the hair.
And the makeup. I love makeup more than clothes a little bit for some reason.
Yeah.
Your
makeup is
hair, like the
everything.
glam. And I feel like if your hair and makeup look good, the outfit's gonna look good too.
I agree.
For whatever reason, I just feel like if up here is good, down here gonna follow.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. It's like, okay, we gonna get the face going first, and then just pick the outfit. So I wanted to know you don't have to say exactly who are your style influences, but what influences your style? Is it the people? Is it places you go? Sort of, where do you guys get your style influence?
JC, you go first.
Well, my style influence is like all over the place. Like
Yeah.
I get inspired by confidence. Like when I see,
Yeah.
I can get inspired by somebody on my explore page. You don't have to be nobody
Right.
huge or small. My boyfriend's style is really, really rare, and I get inspired by him a lot. So I be like, you know what? I'm boring. I need to turn it up a little more. But I just get inspired. Like anything can inspire me.
Definitely, definitely. What about you, Simi?
Yeah, I would say I'm the same way. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like but I think first and foremost, black women inspire me. Like, it'd be like all types of black women.
Can we give it up for that?
Yeah, I'm like, it don't matter what that black woman looks like. Like, it's gonna be inspirational to me because I feel like black women are just such unique individuals and they just come off so cool all the time. So yeah.
Yeah. You kind of touched on something I wanted to touch on next. Do you feel like black women are able to experiment or get that level of, let's say, just calmness and kind of acceptance when they experiment? Like, what are you both thoughts on that? I see JT shaking her head.
Something out of my eye, but no, we are not allowed. We are not allowed at all. And I want to just say this: it start with us. Like when we start sticking together more, then other people will be like, okay, that's what's it. Because these big publications and magazines, they look at us and look up to us, and they think that we're dope. And if we don't think it's cool on us, they're gonna put it on somebody else, and then it's gonna be like, okay, I could have wore a makeup trend first, but if y'all saying it's ugly, it's ugly, it's ugly, they're gonna be like, okay, well, we're gonna put it on another race, and then y'all gonna say it look cool on them. So it started with us sticking together and believing that like we push the boundaries and we start stuff first. Because if we don't, trust me, it get harder and harder for us. So we need to support each other more.
Absolutely. I like that. Like, it's like, even if we do see people kind of talking down on us, our new styles, it's like showing up and being a community for one another.
Yes.
What about you, Simi? Sort of, what are your thoughts about that?
I agree 10,000% with JT. Like,
Right.
I feel like, I mean, JT, you're just such a good example of this. Like, I feel like you really just push for what you desire yourself to look like. And to me, that is what we need more of, you know? I think, honestly, I'm going to say something maybe a little tad bit controversial, okay? But I think a lot of times people are really, really, really stuck within this framework of like wanting to be desirable all the time.
Yep.
And like, it's okay if the average person doesn't necessarily desire you based on your look. It's still your look. It's still something for you, you know? So I think like once we get out of this idea that like I have to be desirable to the average person, that everybody needs to look at me and want me and think I'm pretty, it's like, it's okay to be quote unquote ugly, is what I'm really trying to say. Like, it's okay, you know what I'm saying? Because like, it might not be ugly to everyone, but most importantly, if it's not ugly to you, it doesn't really matter.
Right,
So
right.
like,
Absolutely, Simi. And to follow up on that, you in the content creation and the influencer space, do you see some of the negativity trickle down, or how do you sort of maneuver through that?
y'all know how many people I block a day?
Yeah,
Golly.
exactly.
I mean, I see it all the time, the negativity. I don't really care about it, though. Like, I think
Right,
for
right.
me, I'm just like, you're not paying my bills, and you don't get the same checks as me. So it's not
Exactly.
really- okay. But also, at the same time, I think I've just really learned to, like, drown out that white noise. Like, it's
Right,
really
right,
just white noise. Like, it's like, I don't know you, you don't know me.
Yep.
And at the end of the day, like, I'm still going to do what I want to do. So,
Definitely,
yeah.
definitely. And JT, for you, being in the music industry and being amongst this group of women rappers, you know, your style definitely does stand out. And so for you, how are you able to manage just being different than everyone else when it comes to your fashion?
Well, like she said, I just block a whole bunch of people a day, and I curse people out. I just will argue with people all day until I can't no more. And then they'd be like, you must be bored. And I'd be like, you must be bored. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because you starting with me. But I just do me. It's not easy.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, it's not easy as we think it, well, people think it is. We have feelings too. And a lot of times we only react to what people bring to us. So, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And then to kind of piggyback off of that, just with you being in the industry and stepping out into this fashion space, how can you what would you tell someone who wants to step into that fashion space but a little bit scared to experiment with their style?
I say just do it. First they say it's ugly and then they copy. And you'll see somebody say something that's ugly, but then they'll do it and then they'll try to alter it to make it look good on them. And I'll be like, that's my shit on her. And I'll be like, oh, excuse my language, but I'll be like, I see it, but then they'll try to add a twist after they done told you don't do it or don't wear it. As soon as they have enough money to afford it, then they're gonna buy it and it become a later on trend. So I just say do whatever you wanna do, you know?
Yep.
Do whatever you wanna do.
I definitely agree. So when it comes to something new, when y'all see something on the internet and you're like, I want to try it, how do you, try it but still stay with your personal style and still stay true to yourself?
I feel like I've grown a lot to understand like what my signatures are, like in my style, or how I present myself. So when I want to try something, I don't try a lot of trends. I will say that I'm really not a trend trier. But when I do want to try something, I usually try to keep one of those signatures in it. Like whether it's like a lot of jewelry, like I really love jewelry, so I usually wear a lot of jewelry, or whether it's like a lot of color, like I just try to keep one of those aspects in it.
Definitely. And JT, what about you? When you're like trying a new style, are you looking at new shoes or new bag? Like, what do you make sure to have on to make sure you have your personal style as well?
Dark lip liner.
Okay, yes. Okay, what dark lip liner do you like? For what brand? Chestnut or?
Yes,
Okay.
chestnut. I'm gonna say, I don't want to get in trouble with no brands. I don't want to say, I want my money.
I understand.
You said NDA.
Right, exactly. I need that check. For both of you, just experiencing BeautyCon, being here, all of those things. How does it feel just to receive that love and see people, your fans, your supporters, actually in person and know you for your beauty trends and style?
I'd be shocked, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I'd really be shocked because I think I still look at myself as just like a normal person. Like I be doing normal stuff. Like I have my cat. I gotta go home to my cats and feed my cats. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like I think sometimes I'm really shocked, but I think I'm also very, very, very thankful because I think without the people that look to me and see me as some sort of like inspiration, I wouldn't be here. So I'm very, very thankful.
Definitely. And JT, when people come up to you and are saying, I love your style, I love what you've done, like how does that feel for you?
It feels so good. I love coming out and seeing like real people off the internet because it's always so much more love in real life than it is on the internet. So I'm never shocked. I'm always happy and enjoying it, honestly.
Definitely. I love that. So just to wrap up, I wanted to know, like, what are some favorite things that you're all loving in fashion, beauty? Is there some things that are catching y'all's eye right now? Would love to know.
I feel like I'm really loving how many people are starting to move towards more maximalist like style. I think we had a wave of minimalists and like no shade to the girls, okay? But it's like I really want people to showcase their personality in their style more. So I really love that I'm seeing more young women, black women, like all types of people kind of just like move towards that.
Definitely. And JT, what about you? What's some things that you're loving right now?
I'm gonna say the same thing she said. I'm loving how like black women are being more self-express. Y'all don't care.
We know what you're saying. We
know
got
what you're
it.
saying, girl.
Explaining themselves more and showing off more and just doing trends that you will only think is for another race. It's like we killing it right now and I loving it.
Definitely. Well, can we give it up for JT and Simi?
You did great.
Yes. Well, ladies, thank you so much for joining us at Essence BeautyCon, and we hope to see you soon.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
y'all.
Thank y'all.